Drive mode. And again, it's a free downloadable app currently available only on Android platform.
And Mayor, there's also proposed laws in some cities, I think, that would say that anybody who texts and knows they're texting somebody who is driving could be held liable. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that's quite probably ends up in litigation and civil lawsuits trying to collect damages. I don't know that that's something that is workable in terms of ordinances. Our focus is not on passing another law. Our focus is on creating public awareness and a commitment to change a habit, and particularly change a habit with young people before it starts, and to reach out to adults and say, your kids are watching everything you do, and if you are texting while you're driving, they're going to do it as well, and it's not worth risking their lives.
Do you want to do the other questions?
Sure. Okay. Are there other questions?
Yes.
Yeah.
I had a quick question about the switch to electronic medical records for the health department. Can you talk about the importance of that and why it's taken until 2013 to get to that point? Some of the challenges.
It is a federal requirement that public health agencies transition to electronic medical records, so we're following that mandate. The reason it's important is for portability and ease of access to the medical data, particularly in areas where you have a very mobile population and you know, you move from one side of Houston to the other, you pick a new doctor, that doctor doesn't have access to the medical information from previous visits, so this just it makes for a safer city and ease of record keeping.
Is there a timeline for when these will actually begin being used? Okay.
You know, Mayor Parker had a few high-profile robberies, like the Denny's robbery, the donut shops we've been talking, the subway now. What is the city doing about crime? And are you worried about the impact it may have on your reelection?
We do the same thing every day to fight crime, and that is to get up and employ every resource we have with a particular focus on violent crime. I'm very proud of Houston Police Department and the great policing that led to the arrest yesterday of the 9 juveniles who had been engaged in assault and robbery of those bicycle riders on the Columbia Tap Trail. We have more police officers on the street than we have in the past. We are making better use of technology, and it comes down to good old-fashioned policing to solve crime. When I say we're making better use of technology, today every Houston police officer has access to a radio system that allows communication across agencies and to other officers. That's something that has been on the primary wish list for the police department, but also something that I pledged as a candidate 4 years ago that we would tackle. In addition, we are continuously upgrading the tools we use in our crime analysis center, where we do 24/7 data analysis and look for crime trends. The way that police departments used to operate is that every week at the command level they get together and talk about the crimes that went on last week and deploy next week for the crimes that happened last week. Now we can respond on the fly in neighborhoods and bring resources to bear, which is a great asset in making people safer. We have the lowest rate of violent crime we've had in generations, but one crime is too many, and certainly too many when it happens to you. And so we're going to continue to do exactly what we have been doing to not just solve crimes, but to deter crimes.
Are you worried about public perception, though, politically? I mean, Kathy Whitmire was one name that was thrown out in my newsroom. And are you worried about the impact it could have on the elections, people's perception?
There's an election?
Could you, or Mr. Feldman, update us a little bit on the Zamora case, which keeps getting attention?
Pardon?
The Zamora case, Mr. Feldman filed a motion for judgment notwithstanding the verdict. Just what the status of that is?
Mr. Feldman? And as he's coming over, I was going to say, we don't make any decisions here based on an election or not an election. We think we're doing an excellent job of executing on making the citizens of Houston safe.